removed from her thyroid. Is that right? And she said, no. Your wife has thyroid cancer, and she's going to have her entire thyroid removed. And so this was the first time we really heard the whole thyroid cancer. And of course, when I hear the word cancer, just like most people, cancer, you freak out. Oh my gosh. Well, the nurse, I love their office, and this nurse looks and she goes, "Hun, if you ever hear the C word, you hope that this is the kind of cancer you have, because thyroid cancer is the best cancer you can get, because it pretty much starts in the thyroid and it pretty much stays in the thyroid. And if it goes anywhere, it's a linear type where it goes out into, and forgive me if I'm repeating this wrong because that's what I hear, but that it goes kind of a linear, it may go into some lymph nodes, but it's doable. We take out the cancer that's there, and then after surgery, if they feel they need to, then you do a radiation treatment, and all is good. And then you may not come back for a year, and then come back every year, and hopefully we'll just say, hey, you're cancer free. And I'm like, this sounds doable. I'm a pretty positive person most of the time, and I believe everything will come out okay. So we go ahead and do a few more things in the office and go make an appointment for my surgeon. So Wednesday was the sonogram, Thursday was the biopsy. That following Thursday was when I went to the doctor's office, and I made an appointment for Monday for the surgeon. So I'm like, wow, this is going really quick. So on the Monday I go in and see the surgeon, and the surgeon sets up an appointment, and me being a teacher, I'm thinking, oh, please get this over with before school starts, because school's going to be starting here in a few weeks. And lo and behold, guess when my surgery is? My surgery is the second day of school. Now, I have for 26 years put that school in front of myself and my health. And this time I have just said, no, I'm going to take care of myself, and I'm going to take my time. And I think all of us, not just me, I think a lot of people do that, where they get so wrapped up in what they do and don't take time for themselves. And I know I only tell people I'm 39, but I am really 53, almost 53. And it's time for me to take time for myself. But anyway, my angel has landed upon me. Actually, it's my husband's aunt. She used to teach PE before I did, and she's coming in and doing my leave. I'm only going to be gone for 2.5 weeks. I'm taking the time to recoup, and I cannot say enough about that, but that's not what this video is about. This video is about the process that I've gone through, and maybe things that you may want to know, and hopefully I can help someone with something along the way. So anyway, where was I? Okay, so I go in a couple weeks. So I've had to go in and do other tests too. I had to go get another EKG, a chest exam, and more blood work. And then this last week I had to go to my general physician to get released to have surgery. And now today is August 12th, and my surgery is August 17th, so I have 5 more days before surgery. I'm very positive, and things will turn out okay. I have to say that I will be nervous when I'm laying there and they're getting ready to put me under, because I don't do very well with things that put me under either. They make me sick. I'm not used to things in my body that don't belong there, except for maybe Twinkies and, chocolate chip cookies and ice cream from time to time. Those things don't belong there either. But anyway, by this video, I'm hoping to, anybody who watches it, I hope I inspire you to, number one, know that Lifeline screening saved my life. I honestly believe that, because I had asked the doctor, I said, how in the world would anybody know that they had this if they never had bad blood work. I said, I have my thyroid checked every year. I said, I do my blood work every 6 to 12 months. My blood work has always been okay for the thyroid. And I said, my doctor always feels, and he said, well, I am not dissing any of your general practice doctors, but he said, you know, I could tell there was something wrong when I saw you. He said, your doctors are not trained enough to do what a specialist can do. And since he is an endocrinologist and a diabetic specialist, I put all of my faith and hope in him because I think he's very smart. With the few times that I've actually met him, he seems to have the answers that I ask. But I feel very, very comfortable with him. I think the Lifeline screening helped me focus, and then I picked the right endocrinologist. Another thing that I hope that this video will do is help you look at some signs. I think I've had some signs and didn't know it because I have for years been losing hair. I don't know if you can see. You can probably see my scalp pretty easy. And I've been losing my hair. I've been losing hair for years. I mean, I'm constantly pulling hairs off of my shirt, and my husband will always lean over and pull off like I'm a shedding dog or something. But I've lost hair. That's one thing, the thinning of the hair. In the past, I've had troubles losing weight, even when I've eaten healthy and done the exercise. It's been hard, very hard. And I realize as we age, that gets harder too. But my biggest thing is this summer, before any of these tests even happened, I've always got a project, and I always say, hey, this is my big summer project, and I always get something big, huge done that I love and can share. But this year, I do have a long list of projects that I'd like to get done, a few that I didn't get done, but I ended up, let's see, I've crocheted 6 baby blankets, but that's been sitting in my chair, and I can do that because this summer, I've sat. Miss PE teacher has sat in her chair. Not only has she just sat in her chair, but most of the time, there are times where I'll look at the TV, and granted, watching the news is not a very positive, uplifting thing to do. So I realize other people may want to cry when they look at the news too. But I can be looking at nothing. I can be staring out my sunroom window, looking at the beautiful trees, looking at the green grass, looking at the squirrels or the rabbits in the yard, and I just cry. Like, for no reason, I can just cry. I stop and think of my kids, and I think of my grandkids, and then I just cry. And this all happened before I ever found out that anything was wrong. I still to this day can cry over nothing. I can just cry. And am I depressed? I would say, yeah, probably for some reason I'm depressed, but I don't know why, and I don't have anything to be depressed about. I really don't. Life is good. But this is not me, and sitting around crying all day has never been me. So that's one of the signs. I've looked to find out a lot more about my thyroid and what your thyroid does. It controls your body temperature. It helps with your metabolism. It helps with your hormones. I even found, because one of the things I asked my surgeon is, I said, I can't hear. I said, in order for me to be released for surgery, do I have to have this sinus infection gone? Because I said, I think I have sinus infection again, because I said, I can't hear out of my left ear. And he said, I just looked at your ears, dear. And he says, let me look at it again. And he looks at my ear and he says, there is not a sinus infection. And he said, your ears are totally clear. And I said, well, I've got something going on, because I said, I have really bad ringing in my ears. And I said, I have times where I just can't hear. And so he sent me to audiology, which was around the corner from his office there, and I got in a booth and I did the hearing test. And it came back that yes, I had a little bit of permanent hearing loss, but there was some inconclusive hearing loss too that they weren't sure about. So I said, well, what are we going to do about it? And the doctor said, well, let's get the cancer taken care of first, and then we will address the hearing. And I said, fair enough, because it's coming soon. And when I came home and started, I know internet is a bad thing sometimes, but sometimes it kind of helps you put your life together too. I Googled tinnitus and hearing loss and connected that with the thyroid. And there is some connection with tinnitus, which is the ringing of the ears, and the thyroid. I don't really know how that works, but I found a couple articles about it. Anyway, let me say that again. Number one, I want people to know that $150 saved my life. That was the best $150 I ever spent with Lifeline screening. Number two, look for the signs. Look for signs that you have. Know what the signs are. I've focused the last 10 years on nothing but watching all the signs for diabetes, because I knew with a family history and the fact that I'm overweight that diabetes was probably going to creep up in my life. I tried to get rid of it and not have it, but I'm there. And I just hope that anybody listening to this will put your life in front of your job. You know, take the time, especially women. Women tend to, you know, give their lives to their kids and their husband and forget about themselves. Well, I'm going to pay attention to myself for a while, take care of myself, and I hope that next week after surgery and after I come through that, that maybe I can give you an update on how surgery went and things to expect there. I realize everybody has a different situation. I also have found so many people that say, hey, well, I don't have a thyroid. I've had my thyroid removed. Not all of them have been cancer. I've talked to one person that had cancer that had hers removed, and she's lived a perfectly normal life. I'm interested in, now I'm checking out, do I need to have another special diet? Who knows? Diabetes and no thyroid may push me into nothing but healthy eating. I may become a rabbit. But I don't know. I just wanted to use this as a first time video that I've ever done. You can obviously see after 25 minutes that I love to talk. But my friends and family and God will all help me through this. It'll be nothing but positive. I am nervous, but I will be okay and I will conquer. Look forward to another video. Hopefully I can update you on how things went with surgery and what's to come after that. If you have any questions, please let me know. You can put them in the comments below. Good luck, and hope everyone pays attention to their health, and I hope this has been helpful to anyone. If I catch one person, hey, I've succeeded. Just like teaching. If you get to a few people, you've done your job, because that's what it is. And I guess this is kind of a lesson too. Thanks. See you later. Bye.